Okay, in this tutorial, we're going to show you how to fine adjust the removal of the green or the blue screen, particularly how it affects the image and images where the client is wearing green, light green, possibly a very blonde individual. I know this. I generally try to ask my clients not to wear green, not to wear something that's shiny or reflective, because the green screen will reflect off. Of course, you really need to understand the lighting on green screen. There's many tutorials out there that will help you do a better job at lighting and reduce the amount of shadows and the amount of green screen bounce off of the image. Okay, let's get started here, and we're going to show you how this adjustments area here works. First thing we're going to do is we're going to select an image, and let's take this young man right here and bring him in, and we're not making any changes to the default settings. Let's see what happens. Whoa, yeah, that's not what we want. Certainly it's taken a lot of his green shirt out. So now what we're going to do is come down to adjustments, and we're not going to deal with the more controls which show the green adjustments, the tolerances, and that right now. I'm just going to show you how powerful the Chroma Genie is with just some of the basic settings. Okay, let's try dark green on green. We'll start at the top, and I encourage you to try each one so you can see what happens. So here's green on green, and it's going to do its extraction. Boy, that looks like almost what we want, although there's a little bit of removal here. Let's try a light green on green. I would say that's probably going to be our choice, light green on green. However, let's continue down so we can see what happens. Here's green on green. And again, we see some remnants here where the background is showing through. That was green on green, dark shadows, probably not appropriate here. Let's go back to our light green on green. And that really looks to be the best that we have. Even if we put a light background on, you can see that this is really looking good. And so that's how quick and easy that can be. But let's do a couple of more so that you can see the effects of what's going on. Let's try this photo here, which has a little darker green than what we had before. Now let's see what happens. Now again, our default settings are just not going to work. Let's hit the default again just to make sure that we had it selected, and you can see that it is not doing what we want. Let's again come up and do dark green on green. See how quickly that it's removing the green. That did not quite make it. Let's try light green on green. And that's not working either, so let's see what green on green does. Boy, practically perfect. So you can see by doing these items, you can take and control the extraction of the green screen or even blue screen off of here. It works really well, and of course you can change your backgrounds as you always could. So just remember that when you bring in an image that you're having some problems with, look at the image carefully under default, come down. If it's not the way you want it, go to adjustments, choose one of these, try each one so that you can get what you want. And sometimes you have to try them all. Red hair and blonde hair are especially difficult. So there's a quick and dirty explanation of how easy it is to use Chroma Genie without having to go in and doing a whole bunch of adjustments here, which in later tutorials we'll talk about these. But for now, also you don't have to take this particular image that you see over here, and you can bring that into Photoshop. If you were to have some remnants of green along the edges of the skin or around the shirt, etc., yes, you can use Photoshop if you get a particularly tough image, but for the most part, Chroma Genie will take care of this problem very, very nicely. Okay, that's all for this tutorial. Thanks for watching.